This year isn't about a trophy. This year isn't about a placing. This year is about proving to people that what they saw in 2022 was only a fraction of what I can be. 2024 is about the year of redemption.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. In today's video, we are actually going to go and check out a new gym today. Well, it's not necessarily new. I think it's been open for about a year now here in Edmonton, but I just haven't had the chance to go ahead and check it out yet because I've just been busy and it is a little bit further away. It's about a 40-minute drive away, whereas the gym I normally go to is only about a 15-minute drive, so it just makes sense for me to go to the gym that's a little bit closer. But we're making the trip today. We are going to meet up with Tank again. You guys would have remembered him from one of the previous videos when we hit push, and coincidentally enough, we're actually hitting push again today. So we are headed out to Den Fitness. It's on the west side of Edmonton, so we're gonna go out there and check that out. He's been before, but it looks really cool. They have a lot of like old school equipment. My gym that I go to normally has a lot of new school equipment, and it's absolutely fantastic. Prime, Atlanta, stuff like that. But sometimes there's just some gems of old equipment, like some of the old Nautilus stuff that I'm very excited to check out. So we got an energy drink for the drive, sipping on a Ghost again. Told you guys how these are my weakness. So sipping on a Ghost, we're gonna go ahead and make the drive out there and get a sick session in, hopefully. Just a little over 12 weeks out as of today. So I will catch you guys at the gym.
Yeah. You ready? Hey! Let's go! Back! Yo, once again I'm back around. Real shit back in style. Haters reconcile. I'm so black and proud. First class tickets now. Feet all in the eye. Everybody looking down. Everybody get red when you drown, huh? Looking me up. I'm putting it down, you picking it up. Checking the models, they want us to go to college just so we can be stuck. Go to school to make a living, or teach yourself to make a fortune. Common sense, welcome to the apocalypse. Bitch, I'm one of the horsemen. I don't need your endorsement, I don't need reinforcement. Giving you your last warning, cause I'm at my prime. Yeah. I'm at my prime. Whoa. Have I gone too far? Do you detect something different? If you look inside my head, would you say something's missing? If you could give all your riches just to say the word, would you risk it? These politicians so old, can't tell if the dead where they living. Better ask Kathy Griffin. You know I like to raise stakes. We was always taught to hit the gas, we ain't even know they made brakes. We control our own fate, watching dreams take shape. Try to keep us out, we gon' freak out, turn this bitch to water cake. I don't need your mandate, don't need you to elevate. I'm about to detonate, cause I'm at my prime. Yeah. I'm at my prime. Said I'm at my prime. We at our prime. Hey, hey, we at our prime. Yeah. I'm at my prime. Hey, I'm at my prime. Whoa. Said I'm at my prime.
All right, workout is complete. A really cool gym, actually. Lots of old school pieces, some new school pieces as well, so I ended up playing around on that. Still a lot of different pieces of equipment that I could go ahead and try. So I think me and Tank are gonna try to make it a plan to maybe come back here like once a week, because one of the things is like, during prep is so monotonous that it's like you're doing the exact same thing day in and day out. You go to the same gym, you do the same cardio, everything is the exact same, which is obviously good and needed. It's a necessary evil during a prep, but even just doing something as simple as going and trying out a different gym once a week is a really nice change of pace. So we might try and make that a thing where we can try and come here like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. It's really sick because there's like an area in there that you can go ahead and just eat and chill, which was nice. So I had my post-workout meal there. I think it would be a blessing and a curse to go here all the time because of the fact that like I would probably spend way too much time here, I would probably go to the gym and probably like spend like 4 hours, which we did today, to be honest with you. We did end up spending like 4 hours here today, but that's okay. It's okay every once in a while. But nevertheless, I got some stuff to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and I will catch you guys in the next clip.
Alright guys, it is unboxing time. I'm not gonna lie, prep is really bad for buying things. I don't know if it's because you want that short little endorphin boost that you get when you buy things, if you just want something to keep your mind off prep, whatever it may be, but I find myself buying a lot more things during prep. Even something as simple just as like new sauces or condiments, low-calorie condiments to put on my food, or new protein flavors to try out. Simple things like that, I find myself buying a lot more of them during prep, and that is exactly what this is. So this is a package from Flavorgang Canada. So if you guys watched the last video, that sweet poppy sauce that I was talking about, that is the company that makes that sauce. This is the company that makes that sauce, the sweet poppy sauce. So I figured I would go ahead and try out some of the different sauces that they have to offer. So I went ahead and got a couple different things. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the box over here. So this one literally released, I think, the day that I made the order. This is the basic Bish sauce. So this is going to be a dill ranch sauce. Very excited to try this one. Macros on this one are a little bit higher than the sweet poppy sauce. This one's 3.5 grams of fat and 35 calories per tablespoon. Nothing crazy, high. I'm still willing to sacrifice a couple grams of fat for some flavor because these are very flavorful. So this is the basic Bish sauce, which, like I said, is a dill ranch sauce. I got the Southwest Smash sauce. This one is going to be a chipotle aioli, and I won't lie, I absolutely love chipotle aiolis, but they're normally very high in fat, so that's why I don't go ahead and eat those. This one again is going to have 3 grams of fat in it per tablespoon, so again, a little bit higher than the sweet poppy sauce. So if you're looking for a very low calorie sauce, the sweet poppy sauce is a good one there. But we got the Southwest Smash sauce. As well, went ahead and topped up on another bottle of the sweet poppy sauce. Here, this one's like kind of like a honey mustard is what the best thing that I can compare it to. This one is going to be only 10 calories per tablespoon, so very good macros there. And then the final sauce that I got is going to be the takeout sauce. This one says that it's a stir fry sauce, so not sure exactly what that will be. It says a sweet soy sauce with mild heat, so that sounds pretty good to me. And then this one's actually going to be the lowest calorie out of all of them. This one is only 5 calories and 0.4 grams of fat. This one does look quite runny. It looks like definitely the most, I guess, liquidy out of all of them, whereas some of them definitely look a bit more on the thick side, which I do like. So went ahead, got those 4 sauces, and then as well from Flavorgang, I have showed you guys before, but they do also make cream of rice, which I absolutely love. I have cream of rice as my post-workout meal pretty much every day on a training day. So went ahead and got 2 bags of the brownie batter. Brownie batter is absolutely delicious. You can just go ahead and basically put that with anything, so I do love the brownie batter. And then went ahead and got 1 bag of the cream pie as well, so it's like a coconut cream pie. This one's really good as well, especially if you want to mix like some vanilla style proteins in there. That's what I've been doing, so very good. But yeah, that is all the stuff that I got from Flavorgang Canada. If you guys want, I will go ahead and leave a link to their website in the description box below. So if you guys want to go ahead, head over there, check out any of their products. Really good products as far as like the sauces go, and everything's very macro friendly. Obviously, if you are on prep, then this is definitely a great thing to add some flavor to your meals. But very excited to try these out, and I'm sure that you guys will see these as the prep continues, and I'll definitely give you guys some some updates about how I am liking the sauces and give you guys some reviews on them. But other than that, I will catch you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, I thought I would go ahead and close out this video by actually taking you guys through my blood work. So a little while back, I ended up getting a blood work done at about 15 weeks out from the first show. I wanted to do this to just go ahead and kind of get an idea of where my body was at and kind of where my health was at leading into this show, because obviously going through a prep is something that is going to be very demanding on your body, and your health could potentially take a little bit of a hit from it. So I did want to see where things were at before I got into the depths of prep. The plan is to definitely get some more blood work done, probably a couple weeks out from the show, to kind of see how things have dropped and compare things to where they were at the beginning. Something to note as well as we were going through this is that I did not take any rest days leading into this blood work, and that is something that I definitely recommend doing if you do plan on getting blood work done.
is take 2 full rest days in advance, because that is going to just make sure you are getting the most accurate representation of your health, because there are some numbers on here that are a little bit skewed due to hard and heavy training. And I basically trained on the Saturday and then went and got blood work done the next day. So in the future, I will definitely make sure to take a little bit of rest before I go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and dive into it. I have it pulled up here on my computer. First little section that we're going to take a look at is actually going to be my blood. So first thing here is going to be auto WBC, which is basically just going to be your white blood cell count. Now this was at a 4.7. As you can see, the reference range there is going to be between 4 to 11. So this is a good spot for things to be at. Obviously, if our white blood cell count is elevated, it means that we most likely have some sort of infection that our body is fighting off. So we're good there. As far as RBC goes, that's going to be red blood cell count. This is going to be white, right within the range as well. We want to make sure that our red blood cell count is not too high, because if our red blood cell count is too high, we might start to see a little bit thickening of the blood, and that's not something that we really want to have. So right in the middle range there, so that is good. Hemoglobin was at 153, again, right in the middle of the range. Hematocrit, same thing, just a little bit kind of right in the middle range there, which is perfect. MCV was good. MCHC was good, all within range. My RDW was good, so that's perfect as well. My platelets obviously are in a pretty good spot. They're not necessarily low, I would say, but they're towards the lower end of the range. None of this is with, above or below the actual range, so I'm pretty happy with it. It doesn't mean that, it couldn't get better. There's definitely areas that could be improved, but it's nothing that needs to be immediately concerning. My neutrophil absolute was good, lymphocyte absolute was good, monocyte absolute, eosinophils absolute, and basophils absolute was good, and my NRBC was good as well. So as far as actual blood goes, everything is in a really good range as far as that goes. My ALP was within range as well at 65, so things are looking good as far as that goes. My ALT was in a good spot as well, so that is fine. As far as my creatinine goes, that was a little bit elevated, still within the range, but definitely towards the higher end of the range. Like I said, I did train the day before I got this done, and obviously we know that creatinine levels are going to be a lot higher in people who do train hard. So I'm someone who trains very hard. I train 5 days a week. I'm doing a lot of cardio right now, very physically demanding, so it doesn't surprise me that my creatinine levels are towards the higher end of things. I bet you if I went ahead and got this blood work done a couple days after taking some rest days, that creatinine level would probably be a little bit lower. My EGFR was a little bit low, which is something that I'm not necessarily concerned about, because again, like I said, I bet if I took a couple of rest days beforehand, that this probably would go up a little bit. You want your EGFR to be generally above 90 is going to be kind of the best where we want to have that. Mine was a little bit low at 87, which is basically going to be your kidney filtration rate, and I do have history of, kidney issues in my family, so it's definitely something that I do want to keep an eye on. But like I said, if I get blood work done in the future here, I'll take a couple rest days ahead of time to go ahead and kind of comparatively see where things are at. Next is going to be my estradiol, which is going to be your estrogen. Mine was a little bit on the lower side, which is something that I do want to keep an eye on. Obviously, we don't want super high levels of estrogen in men, but we do still need some level of estrogen, and mine is relatively low. So it's something I want to keep an eye on, because there's a couple different things in this blood work as far as my hormones go that do kind of give me an indication that some things might need to be optimized. So it's definitely something I'm going to keep an eye on, and I'll be very interested to see where my estrogen is in another 4 to 6 weeks as I'm getting closer to the show, and then I get some more blood work done. My ferritin, which is basically going to be like the iron in your body and how your body is absorbing iron and whatnot, mine was a little bit low there as well, which was something that I did find a bit weird, because I do consume quite a bit of iron through my diet. So that's something that I'm definitely going to keep an eye on as well, because when it comes to having low iron, this could potentially lead to low energy. And even obviously before prep, that's something that I was feeling, was I felt like my energy was quite low. So again, it's something that I will take a look at and keep an eye on, especially comparatively as this prep goes on. Next here is going to be my FSH, which is basically going to be sperm production in men. Mine was relatively high, and this is one of those things that we actually would prefer to be a little bit lower. It's one of those numbers, so it's not super high that it's outside of the range, but it is something that I could bring bring down a little bit. So I definitely will be, keeping an eye on that as well when it comes to that FSH. It's another thing that in regards to hormones is something that I am keeping an eye on, because I think that there's some things that I could optimize there. Next was my glucose. This was fine. This was in a good range. I fasted like 14 hours leading into this test, so my glucose is in a pretty good spot. Same thing with my hemoglobin A1C. This is perfectly fine as well. My lipase was in a good spot, so nothing to worry about there. My lipid panel was actually all in a really good spot. My cholesterol was in a good spot. My triglycerides were in a good spot, so nothing to worry about there. My HDL, my LDL, all of that stuff was in a good spot, so nothing to worry about there. My luteinizing hormone, which is present when it comes to testosterone production in men, was a little bit low. So this was, again, something that I have been keeping an eye on, because even before I started this prep, I was feeling potential symptoms of low testosterone. So I did want to go ahead and get this blood work done to see what could potentially be going on in my body. My potassium and my prolactin were both good, so that is fine. My sodium was fine as well, so that is great. As far as my total testosterone goes, that came in at 18.5 nanomoles. Now, this is pretty middle of the range. The high end for natural men is going to be 35 nanomoles, and the low end is going to be 8. Now, what is concerning about this is that obviously as a prep progresses, my natural testosterone is going to drop a significant amount. So the fact that it was only at about 18 starting out at 15 weeks out is a little bit concerning, and I am curious to see where it's going to be near the end of this prep, and if that's something that I need to definitely take into consideration to try and bring that up a bit. My TSH, or my thyroid stimulating hormone, was within range, so that is good. My vitamin B12 was perfectly fine, so that is also good. And that is pretty much it as far as my blood work goes. So as you can see, there's some things in there that I not necessarily need to worry about, but there are some things as far as hormonal goes that I do want to keep an eye on, and I do want to see if there are some things that I can do to optimize those things, because I just think that it would overall help me feel better and perform better as well. But overall, as far as health goes, there's nothing in there that I am concerned about. There's nothing in there that I need to worry about that I immediately need to take into consideration. But like I said, give it another 6 to 8 weeks, and I'll probably go ahead and get some more blood work done, because I am just a little over 9 weeks out from the first show. So obviously been digging very hard as we continue to get leaner. There are some things that could be reflective in the blood work. So probably anywhere from between 2 to 4 weeks out, I do want to go ahead and get another round of blood work done to just go ahead and kind of see where things are at. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on the video. Would greatly appreciate it. As well, if you're not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future content. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.